Look at that rainy background. What is going on, FG3000? Back in the place to be, and welcome back to Tower of Fantasy. So Frigg is now in the game. Obviously, you can't summon for her until September the 1st, but we can take a look at her artwork and take a look at her weapon skill stats as well. But here is the in-game model, and dude, this is like a perfect FG character. Futuristic mixed with a little bit of fantasy, a frozen bootleg Urza. Dude, you absolutely love to see sitting on those ice cubes. These are the perfect ice cubes that you get from like Sonic. You know what I'm talking about? Those little small square ice cubes, dude. And she got some big ice cubes that she's sitting on too. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. And if we take a look at her 3-star, I'm so torn because I like the sleek weapon and I also like the bootleg Buster Sword weapon. Is everything bootleg FG? Yes, dude. Everything is bootleg in FG world, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and she got the single anime leg, right? The single exposed anime leg. She got the anime shoulder cape as well with the matrix numbers popping off the ice cube. And dude, I don't know if you guys can see this. She has a figure skating heel. Like if you take a look at her OG skin, right? Take a look at this. This is very important. This is like a standard heel, you know what I'm saying? Like a standard heel. But this one is like a figure skating heel. So dude, just one little spinning bird kick and she decapitates you, yo. And here's her 2D art for the base skin. I really wish they would put in some higher definition art in the game or just kind of redo this entire UI for this because it doesn't do the rest of the game justice. Let's say that. For some reason, this just looks a little janky, I gotta admit. But that's her base 2D art and that is her 3D art. And look, you see the little figure skating heels with the disco balls in the background? FG, none of that stuff is what you say it is. It is in my world, you know what I'm saying? So there you go, that is Frigg. We're absolutely gonna be summoning for this character September 1st. I do plan on streaming my summons live, so hopefully I'll see you guys there. Now keep in mind before we go through the side-by-side comparisons between China and global is that we don't have Saki in our version. Really, FG? Wow. We don't have Saki in our version, right? Yes, exactly. Saki in China has ice resonance, right? Which is when equipped, 2 or more ice weapons increase ice attack by 20% and ice resistance by 40%, taking effect in the background, which is basically passive, right? Now, the reason why I bring that up is because our Frigg has something called frost resonance. And if you directly compare that to the Frigg in China, the Frigg in China does not have frost resonance, right? So if you want to have a buff similar to this in China, you gotta rock Saki. Here in global, we're getting a version of that buff with Frigg. Now, once Saki actually comes to global, who knows what she's going to look like? It does seem clear that the Tower of Fantasy global team is going to be balancing these characters before they come and not just the numbers, right? They're not just adjusting the numbers, they're looking at skill effects, they're looking at passives, they're actually looking at these characters from a balancing standpoint, which I think a lot of people should really be excited for. You got to remember that Tower of Fantasy is an MMO, right? So balancing, buffing, and nerfing is the name of the game. So overall, I'm pretty pleased, right? Yeah, there's some nerfs that we're going to talk about in this video, but getting this frost resonance, you know, I think it's a pretty much a net positive for like 98.7% real percentage. Don't fact check it, just respect it. Of players out there are gonna notice that their Frigg is better off. Only the people that are going for 6-star Frigg are really, I don't even know if they're gonna notice a difference, but there's a statistical difference for the whale players that are going for 6-star Frigg. And also in the future, if you guys want to kind of quickly compare the Chinese version and the global version as far as like the stats and the numbers, check out towerfantasy.info. I'll have it linked down in the description. It's really easy to do at a glance comparisons because all of the highlighted words are exactly the same. So you can see here on Ice Shell, right? Freeze, 2 seconds, 6 seconds, 151, 50%. So it's really kind of easy to see the changes using this website, unless wording has just been flat out removed in this case. So if we take a look at one of the major changes here from the Chinese version to the global version, after using the weapon skill Fimbulwinter, a large ice field will be placed at your position, lasting 25 seconds. Inside the ice field, dodges will not be consumed while using Frigg's weapon, and gain the effect Frozen Domain 1. When using ice weapons, increase ice attack by 15% and shatter by 25%, right? So if we compare that to the global version, right? So after unleashing Fimbulwinter, 25 seconds, the number of dodges, all that's the same. However, but if you go down here, when you were in Frost Domain, comma, and you don't need both Tower Fantasy Fantasy. Increase shatter by 25% when using a frost weapon. Gone is the increased attack by 15%. You only get that 25% shatter. And if you guys remember from my Frigg overview video or anybody's video or Reddit post, or you just read it yourself on the internet, I don't know you, you guys know that at 6 stars you see Domain of Frost again because there is a part 2 Domain of Frost. So this is where here in the global version you finally get that frost attack boost by 12%. But if you compare that to the version in China, that's going to be an increased attack of 25% plus the 15. That's 40% total frost attack or ice attack damage increase here at 6 stars. Compare that to global, 12. 12 to 40, 12 to 40. Those are the numbers there.
2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3 quick maths.
And moving away from the whaliest of whale upgrades, if you go over here to 3 stars, you can see here in the China version, it's 25% damage. Compared to global, it's 20%. So that's another adjustment there. Now, the last thing I saw reported was multi-slash being nerfed as well. On my website, it shows the same exact numbers, 143.9. Now, that could be maybe an issue with the website. Maybe they accidentally updated it with the global numbers, but I'm not sure if that makes sense because everything else on this website is the Chinese numbers, but it's been reported that multi-slash also had an adjustment here as well. And that will do it, my friends. A nice little look at Tower of Fantasy, the upcoming Frigg, balance adjustments, all that good stuff. You see who I'm going for, dude? I gotta get my last piece for my crazy taxi. FG gotta have his Hello, gotta have my crazy taxi, baby. So if you guys don't know, the last piece you need for this is it drops off the 4 powers. There's 4 of them on the map. You can I really only kind of farmed 2 of them. I don't go for all 4. It just takes too long. I could have did better on that. Oh, come on, dude, not on YouTube. Dude, don't worry about this right now. I'm not trying to play min-maxi. All right, there you go. Now I am. Forget what I just said. I am trying to play min-maxi. Let's go. Will I get a little bit of YouTube luck here? And then ready for some spin to win? Dude, I got so many Mario mushrooms. Look at this. Look at this. You looking? 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 Look how many times I was able to say that. All because of my Mario mushrooms. Do I get it? Do I get it? For YouTube? No? Maybe? Please? Nah. All right, guys. I am out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.